I am not sure what's going on with the stream right now. I'll wait till people get up in here. I have no idea why this stream is bugging out. I do not know what's going on with the stream. We might just have to do a video today. I don't know why this stream is bugging out right now. Yeah, I don't know what's going on, Convert. My fault. I have no idea what's going on with this. OBS been bugging out lately. I don't know. Maybe I'm adding too much to it. Maybe I'm trying to do too much. Who knows? But I guess we back. KJ, I see you in here. Someone please got fired Gannon. At least someone. Look, man, that was OBJ. It might have been Odell trying to tell people not to bring him to Philly. I don't care, man. We just need to bring talent on this team so we can evaluate players. That's the biggest thing right now. Linebackers look a lot better yesterday, but that D-line got spotlighted. Yeah, the defensive line didn't do what they were supposed to do, man. And I mean, the linebackers looked good in comparison to what we've had before. I mean, look, TJ Edwards, I feel like is improving daily. I feel like Davion Taylor is improving. Alex Singleton, I feel like he at least found his niche. I feel like he at least knows he can be a good, pass rusher. Said, do we need Odell, though? Do we need him? No, probably not. But for $7 million, I feel like you get to evaluate your quarterback a little bit better. You get yourself a wide receiver that can be his, a security blanket, so to speak. Nobody on that defense don't want to play for Gannon. You can see it. I agree. I mean, look, we saw when, Fletcher Cox came out and said that he was upset with the play calling, when he was upset with how they were running the scheme and he didn't feel comfortable with it. And we saw a little bit of a change. And then after the Lions game, we just went right back to our laurels. And that's what scared me. It scared me more so on the offensive side of the ball. I was more so scared that Nick Sirianni was just going to go right back to passing the ball 45,000 times. But he didn't. He didn't. He held to his guns. He ran the ball very effectively. He called a good game, and the defense went back to their laurels. The defense went back to not blitzing anybody, giving way too much respect to Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert's a great player. Don't get me wrong. And I'm not sitting here saying that he's trash and we should have killed him. But you can't give quarterbacks that much time and expect them not to start cutting you up. That's just the bottom line. That's just the bottom line. Smith owns Chris Harris now. That's his daddy now. We need that $7 million to get better play calling. Yeah, I wish it worked that way, man. I like the play calling. Defensively, no. Defensively, yeah. We played horribly. Like the calling, the I don't want to say the play calls. There's the scheme itself is just not conducive to this type of NFL. Like, it makes zero sense to be giving these guys that much time. You did it to Tom Brady. You did it to Mahomes. You did it to Derrick Carr. You did it to now, Justin Herbert. When does it stop? When does it stop? What's going on, Marianne? What's going on? The coaching already let you know what they think of Hurts. Let's just keep playing the young guys and evaluate. I mean, look, I'm trying not to. I feel like I've been called racist. I've been called a hater. I've been called all this crazy stuff because I'm critical of Jalen Hurts, which I think is corny as heck. So I've just learned that a lot of Eagles fans can't have a conversation about their quarterback, and that's fine. If you guys don't want to have a conversation about your quarterback, that's fine. I know people that agree with me. I know people that disagree with me, and that's fine. It's not a big deal. But Jalen Hurts, I mean, look. When we run the ball and don't make him make decisions as far as a quarterback goes, our offense has played way better. I'll say that much. But, Jalen Hurts, like I said, he had an amazing drive. That last drive was awesome. That last drive really gave me some hope. If he can build off of that, then let's go. The Raiders just released Damian Arnett because he threatened someone over the weekend. I mean, I need to hear that threat. You know what I'm saying? Because he was a first-round cornerback. I need to hear that threat. Maybe he could come on over to Philly because we throw flowers at our head coach. So, I mean, maybe he'll fit right in. What's going on, Ryan Rowe? What's going on, brother? Smith routes are too smooth, though. Smith is a beast, bro. Devontae Smith is everything we thought he was going to be and a little bit more. I'm excited about Devontae Smith. It does hurt my heart, again, out our DBs not getting into the receivers. And it's, look, I did my first little, what's it called? What was I going to say? I did my first little play-by-play yesterday, which was a lot of fun. I'm going to do that every Sunday now. That was actually a lot of fun, and a lot of people showed up, so shout out to y'all. But, you know, and I just the whole time I'm watching the defense, and I'm like, why are we 10 yards back? Why are we 10, 15 yards off? Like, it just makes no sense. Who's upset with Howie? I think everybody should be upset with Howie. Is Nick Sirianni door open for players that have frank talks with him about his coaching staff? That's a great question. I mean, look, we've heard that they've talked about it. Like I said, Fletcher Cox said that they talked to him and, you know, they felt more comfortable with it and he loves Gannon and all this, you know, blah, blah, blah. But it's not showing on the field. So I guess we'll see. I like the offensive play calling, but we went away from the run in the second half. I agree. We made Carr look like a top 20 kill. I mean, this year he has been like a top 5 quarterback in the league, realistically, outside of our game too. I mean, Derek Carr outside of this year hasn't been the greatest, but this year he's been going crazy. This year he has legitimately been going crazy. So I really can't hate on him that much. I feel like this was the first legit normal game on how everything was supposed to look. With that being said, Gannon is no bueno. I respect that. I mean, how sustainable is it that you think that you're going to be able to have your quarterback only throw the ball 17 times? So how realistically sustainable is that? I mean, at some point, Jalen Hurts is going to have to make some throws, which he did in this game. I don't want to, you know, I have to like pick my words I have to pick my words wisely with some of y'all because the stuff y'all be calling me, man. I've never been called racist before. There's a first for everything, man. Daniel Jones is better than him. I don't know about all that. Hater Joe, where does Gainwell fall on the depth chart once Miles comes back from injury? That's a great question because we're not utilizing him. You know, we utilize him more as a wide receiver. There was a lot of plays that we saw him out, you know, lined up out wide as a wide receiver. So that's a great question. Wish Hurts could have hit the bomb to Goddard. Definitely, you know. Brother, he had a gun on the video. Joe, he posted a TikTok with guns and etc. What was etc.? What's worse than guns? How do you get an etc.? I want to know what's the etc. Damn. All right. Well, then never mind. These new NFL players are just idiots, man. The social media has literally taken away brain cells from some of these guys. Why would you ever do that? The problem is not Jalen Hurts, Nick Sirianni. Nick Sirianni is still wearing his Halloween costume dressed up as a head coach. I think Nick Sirianni did well, to be honest. Outside of him telling the fans to shut up after he runs the ball, like, bro, we're giving you gifts. We're giving you how you going to win games, and you telling us to shut up? We're telling you how to win games. We're showing you who your strengths are, and you telling us to shut up? Yeah, I don't know about all that, brother. The flower bouquet was not that nice. Not that even nice. If I'm throwing flowers, it's going to be top shelf. Nick Sirianni didn't really have a bad game. Gannon had the bad game. Yeah, Gannon's, I mean, and I wouldn't even say it was a bad game from Gannon. It's just a philosophy that has never worked for you. So why do you keep on doing it? No way we get OBJ. There were reports he wanted to go to a contender, and if he didn't, there would be issues. Well, it's going to be interesting to see where he goes then, because if a team picks him up and he starts acting up, he probably won't get picked up again. Like, people are probably on the edge of him. You know, they're probably getting tired of him. Wow, what is going on with the Raiders? They just released it. Yeah, the Raiders, they having a rough time out there, but they're still winning games. That's the crazy part. Jonathan Gannon did not make any progression to make a perfect defense working with schemes. Disciplinary. I will say that we've got, you know, outside of Derrick Barnett, our penalties have gone way down since the first couple weeks, which is good. So that's an improvement, right? You know, and you look at the offense, like I said, they did make the necessary changes that I do feel like this is a sustainable offense outside of how many times the quarterback's throwing it. I think that at some point that's going to bite you in the butt. But I do think that the offensive side of the ball made the changes necessary. And in that Detroit Lions game, it looked like we made the right changes. Like, send these guys as pass rushers. It just doesn't make sense that if your defensive line is failing you, basically, your defensive line isn't doing their job, you have to help them out. And I just feel like we're putting everybody on islands. So I don't like that. What's going on, TGA? He says, LOL, Hurts is the part of the problem. People just make excuse, basically special pleading. I mean, I agree. I agree 100%. I agree. I don't think that Hurts is the main problem, but I definitely think he's a part of the problem. And that's, I think that shows in the past 2 weeks, you put out your best offensive performances when he's not really that much of the game plan. I mean, he was a game manager, which is fine. That's fine. He's still in his second year. That's fine if that's what you want him to be. But we have to be honest about that. If there's a possibility to go out there and get a game-changing quarterback, that has to be on the table. Shout out to everybody in the chat, man. We got 21 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe. I know this is mad impromptu. I do have to go to work in a little bit, so I just wanted to get on here. I do got a video dropping later on, too. You can tell Hargrave was frustrated with Gannon yesterday when he asked why he doesn't blitz, and he said he's not the DC. It's true. It is definitely true. What's going on, Dirty Sith? I'm just so surprised about Gannon since his philosophy is supposed to stem from the aggressive Mike Zimmer defense. Yeah, and that's why it goes back to, like, is it 100% on him, or is it that he doesn't have the players to feel comfortable to run his system? I would say that it's probably a little bit of both, if I'm being 100% honest, but what is wrong with the Lynx field? Why does it look so high school, all chewed up? I mean, we got an old school field. It is what it is. Big Moose says, who are you moving on from this roster after the season to free up some cap space? Philly Fresco. The sad part is that we don't have many people we can move on from to get cap space. If I'm being 100% honest, there's not really anybody. Like, the older guy, like Fletcher Cox's contract is crazy next year. Darius Slay's contract is crazy next year. And then from there, who else do you have that you could really cut? You know what I'm saying? Dallas Goedert's on his contract year. Miles Sanders is on his contract year. So it might sound like a cop-out, but who would you even... There's really nobody you can cut. All these guys are going to cost you mad money. So I really don't know any. If I'm being 100% real. We should move on from Slay after this season, too. If we do, we're going to be eating a lot of dead cap space. My man's is making like 23 mil on the cap next year. Barnett had a bad penalty, but it was him trying to get the edge on the tackle, not a bonehead PF call like roughing the passer or hands to the face. Nah, man, I'm sorry. He turned an easy third. Like, people are mad at Jonathan Gannon, rightfully so. I get it. But that one play turned a 3rd and 6 into a 3rd and 1, which turned into a 4th and 1. We stopped them twice on 3rd down. And then the 4th down, they converted for that easy one, less than 1 yard carry. But it's like, that play was a killer. And it's always Derrick Barnett. It's literally always Derrick Barnett. That's what pisses me off about him. I think he has like 1 sack this year with 4 penalties. Like, it's like you can't continuously be the guy. DeMarco Murray, anything is possible. What is it? What happened with DeMarco Murray? Wave Derrick Barnett. I'm down. Honestly, Derrick Barnett was, and I said it from the beginning, giving him that $10 million, giving him that 5th year option was the stupidest thing we could have done. You should have just extended him so you could make it easier to cut him and still save some money, because now we just wasted $10 million on a man that literally lost us that game. I don't care what nobody says. I know that everybody's mad at Gannon, but he lost us that game. If it's 3rd and 6, we still have a shot. I'm not saying that they definitely make it, but I'm saying we have a shot. So it really does piss me off with Derrick Barnett, because it's a consistent thing. Besides our Falcon win, I think this has been the best our offense has played this year, even though we lost. I think we can use this to build off of. I agree. I definitely agree. And that's why I say I don't think it's all doom and gloom. I think there was some, positives to take from this game. Not many. You know what I'm saying? Not many. I'm not going to sit here and act like there was like so many things that, jumped off the page. There was definitely a lot of things that I'm looking at like, we're not going to win like that. But, there are some, the schedule gets a lot easier after this. This was a game that I've said before, if we lost this game, it was kind of understandable. It's about how we win, or how we lose, I should say. Eagles got out of DeMarco's contract by trading him to the Titans. Yeah, we still paid a lot of money, though, and his contract was different. His contract was totally different from how Darius Slay's looked. Like, Darius Slay's literally making $23 million on cap next year. In terms of Gannon, just like what Seth Joyner said, it takes a coach to place trust in you to execute the scheme. Gannon needs to just go ahead and work as if he had the players he wants. Facts. It's 100% true. I agree with that 100%. You have to, at some point, especially when you're losing games, throw caution to the wind. I feel like sometimes he's playing not to lose instead of playing to win. And we're not in that position. Like, it makes no sense. We don't have an offense that's going to put up 40 points. So it doesn't make sense for you to be so bend, don't break. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Looking at the title, like, what happened, LOL, they should have been pissed with Howie, and defense needs some of Michael's secret stuff from Space Jam. Big facts. Big fact. Now, yeah, I'm a little bit late on this title. I'm not going to lie. I've been wanting to talk about this. But, yeah, apparently there was some rumors from Jeff McClain that the locker room is tired of Howie Roseman, and they have been for a while. I'm kind of surprised he hasn't gotten extended yet, if I'm being 100% honest. Because this is his contract year. So I'm surprised and maybe a little hopeful that he hasn't gotten extended yet. Josh says, what's going on, Josh? First of all, that's my nephew's name. That's a great name. Schwartz always had corners play off, and we gave up the underneath. You would think Gannon wouldn't do the same thing. Schwartz wouldn't lose to young QBs, though. I will say Justin Herbert is a very good quarterback, and that's a very good offense we just played. He had a couple bad weeks these past couple weeks, but that's a very good team that we just played. But I agree. It makes no sense. I mean, you literally got these guys 5-10 yards off the ball. Like, it just doesn't make sense. 23 in here. Let's get 23 likes. Say less. Yeah. Let's get those likes up. I know this is mad impromptu, but I appreciate all y'all coming through. You can't sit here and tell me that our defense is going to be a zone coverage defense every single game. Gannon has me streaming you. Have to mix it up and match your schemes. No, facts. I agree. You got to change it up. And the blitz worked for us. I know it was just Detroit Lions, but just keep it going. Like, I don't understand what the point of not trying to blitz was. Like, what's the point of all that? In this game, JJ played better than Hightower. Hightower returns the ball to only the 15-yard line instead of kneeing it and starting the offense. I agree. That was a very boneheaded play. JJ didn't even play. So I guess I see what you're saying. Landlord, what's going on? He said, Hurts still owes me rent. 11-17. He's paying me in pennies. I still think that we need to keep pushing Hurts to throw. I agree. I think that if you look at the game, there was probably more so like 25 play calls that were, actually throws. Like, I think that he had 25 times that he could have threw the ball, if that makes any sense. But some of them he had to run out of the pocket. Some of them he just decided to run out of the pocket. So, I mean, it's hard to really say that they're not giving him the chances, but he's not taking advantage of the opportunities fully. But like I said, that last drive was something to build on, man. If he can continue to do that, then, who knows? We might have something here. Thoughts on Epps worth the investment? I think Epps is a good backup. I don't think he's much more than that. The guy that kind of stood out to me yesterday was that Sean Catch. I can't even say his name. Sean Shaka Khan. I don't know what the hell his name was, but I think his first name's Andre. I'll give you that much. But he played really well. He was making some really good tackles. Mike Epps made some good tackles, but he's too much of a boomer bust guy. Like, Marcus Epps just, like, I don't know. He likes to... He goes for the big hit, and a lot of times he doesn't wrap up, so sometimes he just lets the guy go. So I don't like that, especially when you're at the safety position. Richie Unforgiven says, I say move Epps to cornerback or maybe a swing cornerback safety. I can see that. What's going on, Hugh? You ain't late. I'm just, I'll be coming on here mad randomly. You know what I'm saying? So it is what it is. But I appreciate you coming through. I tried to go live earlier and my OBS was acting up, so. Yeah, it like cut into like two different lives. Ew, that's so weird. That is so weird. I'll probably just delete those. Epps the real deal. We'll see. Maybe if he gets more play time. I mean, like I said, he's a smaller dude. He flashed today. I'll give him that. The big issue is that Nick Sirianni would run 2 straight plays and don't even set up a possible play action situation when he goes empty backfield on 3rd downs. Basic. That was pissing me off too. It made 0 sense. I kept on saying it's like you're watching it and you go right back to the. We were killing it under center. Like we were doing very well under center, even when he was passing, because like you said, it was set up by the run, but. Even running it out of the shotgun, it just honestly didn't make much sense to me. Like you got a bruiser like Jordan Howard with no head of steam. Hurts needs to be allowed to fail. In fact, that he has no interception means he's playing or being asked to play too safe like McNabb did early in his career. I mean, McNabb was given a 5-year window. You know what I'm saying? McNabb was given a timeline. They didn't expect him to be great, coming out the gates. And unfortunately, a lot of people, especially this front office, kind of expect that from Jalen Hurts. So it's unfortunate, but I agree with you. They got to see what they got in them. We didn't even touch their quarterback once yesterday. What the HE double hockey sticks is going on? You have to bring pressure. I can tell you this. If we were Schwartz, we'd have some mix and match schemes. I agree. I mean, Schwartz, everybody was pissed off because of his sticks defense, but like, at least the sticks defense was like situational, and it pissed me off because of the situational stuff. But like, now it's just like, now you're just giving it up on 1st and 10, like you're giving them 10 yards on 1st and 10. Like it makes no sense. What's going on, Michael? You said we need to pick up OBJ. I wouldn't be mad. Why Howard is not starting has me like, what the F are y'all thinking? Facts. TJ Edwards got to be our starter from here on out. He earned it. Facts. Yeah, definitely at least this year. And then we reevaluate it next year. Jordan Howard looked kind of like Zeke yesterday, carried defenders. Sad that we got away from under center runs. Yeah, it made no sense. We were in that game the whole game. And even, look, I gave Jalen Hurts his flowers on that last drive, but I was really ignited by our run game, especially him running the ball. He made a couple good throws, but that came from our run game. So, I was very excited to see it. But listen, we are a run team. Tyree Jackson had some good blocks. Tyree Jackson is a big boy. Tyree Jackson is a huge dude, bro. Pause. He is a big dude, man. I didn't realize how big that guy was, man. Jalen Hurts played a decent game. He needs to improve on his throwing accuracy. He has to be in the touchdown without him. Yeah, in the red zone, you can't be missing throws, man. You can't be missing throws. I get it. He's still young, but, he's definitely got to get more consistent, more accurate. It seems to me like everyone on the defense, including our DBs, are lost to as what Gannon is doing. Facts. They're basically just being asked to let the play happen, then make a play. And that you're taking away instincts. You're taking away your players' instincts. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 30 people in here watching. Be sure to hit that like for me. Let's get it up to 30 likes. Really do appreciate it. Bruh, dudes on the Chargers were faking injuries when we went up-tempo with the ground game. They couldn't handle it. Our running game is elite. And y'all, I'm not going to say y'all, because I know not all of y'all. But some people were laughing at me when I said we could be an elite offense if we just stuck to the run game. And we could. Not just because we have great running backs, but because you have a quarterback that can be an elite runner. So I stay hold to that. I stay true to that. I really do think we could be a great running team. Elite. I'll keep saying elite. Elite. If TJ Edwards makes the tackle, do you think the Chargers kicker makes the 40-yard plus field goal? Probably, but at least we have time. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was the whole thing. It was like, part of me was like, just let him score and maybe we could tie the game back up. Like, at that point, you were playing against the clock. You weren't playing against the Chargers, right? So it's like you wanted them to go for that field goal. It was a ballsy decision by their head coach to go for it on 4th. And I know it was very short, but that took some cojones. And shout out to the Chargers for that, man. Shout out to their coach for that. I can't take that away from them. They played a great game. What's going on, Nina? What's going on? Good morning. Good afternoon, I should say. What's going on, True Savage? He said, what's good, family? Proud that we gave a good team all they could handle without playing any defense in the second half. Gives me hopes. That's a fact, though. That's a big fact, man. If this defense can just figure something out that works for them and just stick to that, we could win some games. Like, it's frustrating. It's frustrating, man. I don't have the same type of level of hope that I did last year because we were like, everybody was bad in our division. Like, this year, at best, we can sneak in as a wild card and maybe, surprise somebody in the playoffs. But I don't know. What's going on, Brett? Good day from down under, Joe. I admit to not growing up following the NFL, but the D-line isn't good. Throw some fringe players in it, see what they've got. Damn, even Matt Leo would play better than Barnett. Big fact. Shout out to Brett, man, my guy in Australia, man. I love how you be coming out. What time is it out there, bro? What time is it out there? Because I know you be coming in here at the craziest times. JG is trash. It never occurred to him to check the film on those prior games that shut down Herbert. Yeah, I mean, it makes no sense. You know, Nick Sirianni said that he didn't watch defensive tape. Now I'm starting to feel like Jonathan Gannon don't either. Like, where are you getting your insight from, guy? Where are you getting your insight from? That's what I need to know. At the end of the first half, do the Eagles score a touchdown if they are not in the 2-minute offense? Eagles need to work on the 2-minute offense. I felt like the Eagles 2-minute offense was their best asset for a while, and now I don't know, man. It's just like they can't. I said this yesterday, and I was kind of joking, but it's the damn truth, man. I feel like the Eagles have ham with no cheese. They have cereal but no milk. You know what I'm saying? They got peanut butter but no jelly. Like, they can never have two things mixing. You know, they can never have two things that mix. It's annoying as hell. What's going on, Bird Gang 31? He said, Castro was good, my guy. Hurts did good, but JG got to go. Yeah, I mean, Hurts did all right, but JG pisses me off. It's 6:15 in the morning on Tuesday. Damn, yeah, that's crazy. Well, good morning, Brett. Good morning. And I saw your comment on the I have no idea how much shipping is to go to Australia. Not gonna lie, but if you want to purchase one, let me know. Hit me up, and I'll cover the shipping, bro. I'll cover the shipping. That'll be kind of cool to have my shirt out in Australia. You just got to rep, you know what I'm saying? Got to rep the squad. I appreciate you. Hewing says, whenever the Giants defense looks better than ours, we got big problems getting gotta go. Yeah, I mean, the Giants have better players. I will say that. I'm not going to lie, especially at the linebacking position. But yeah, you got to see. Yeah, that's how it felt. You got to quote Smokey from Friday. Shout out to Unforgiven. Unspoken Word says, I have a question. Do you think Hurts is getting better with the first read? He's great. After that, it's inaccurate. Am I off? No, I think you're 100% right. I will say for the Jalen fans in here that are going to call me racist and a hater, I will say that there are aspects of his game that show flashes, whereas I couldn't say that in the beginning of the year. But he's way too inconsistent. He's very, very inconsistent. And I think that it's very telling that our best offensive games came when he didn't have the ball in his hand that much. You know, when he didn't have to pass the ball that much. But, I mean, it is what it is. Jalen Hurts has the year, so he has to get better. Teddy Bridgewater is an accurate high passer, high lower than 78% versus the Eagles. Whew. All right, so I'm going to say this. I think Teddy Bridgewater is a very accurate quarterback because he holds the ball until he sees something, and he's not afraid to throw the ball away. You know, part of me wants to say that we'll send pressure against Teddy Bridgewater because this is the type of team we would. Like, they don't have the best offensive line in the world, and I think that our secondary can hold up their wide receivers better than a Keenan Allen. I'm going to say under, but I think he'll get probably around 68, maybe 70%. I hate that our linebackers. What's going on, B-Tone? First of all, let me say hi before I just read your comment. That's rude. I hate that our linebackers have to let them catch it first mentality. Where's the dog that's going to pressure these guys? Facts. I couldn't say it any better than myself, bro. I could not say it any better. Yeah, so flashes where I couldn't say that in the beginning of the year. Yeah, exactly. That's exactly how I'm feeling. That's exactly how I'm feeling about Jalen right now. There's things that I didn't see in the beginning. So, yeah, in the grand scheme of things, he is getting better. You know what I'm saying? There's minute things that he's getting better at, but he's just still very inconsistent. So, we'll see what happens. We got 31 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, guys. Let's get up to 30 likes. What's going on, Carlos? What's going on, brother? Yeah, usually you're the first one in here, man. You slacking today. It's not the players, it's JG. I think it's a little bit of both. I'm not going to lie. I think it's a little bit of both. But I definitely agree with you. Bro, when we didn't have peanut butter, we used syrup. No milk, we used water. We'll be all right. I don't know, man. I've eaten cereal with water. That just ain't fun, bro. I've eaten cereal one time. This is gonna sound really weird, but it was a bet. But I put I put ginger ale in Pops once, and it was the most disgusting thing I've ever tasted in my life. The second most disgusting thing I ever tasted was they have Sour Patch cereal. Nasty as hell. So if y'all ever look out and see Sour Patch Kids cereal and you're like, oh, this might be good, it's not. It's disgusting. It made me sick. It was nasty as hell. But if they want to, sponsor me, shout out to Sour Patch Kids. No, I'm just kidding. Eddie Holmes, what's going on, brother? He says, you don't ever give Jalen credit. You ready for Carson to come back? I literally just gave Jalen credit this whole beginning of it, man. What do y'all want me to do? Surprise Chargers didn't punt the ball. Joe be hating on Hurts merch t-shirt. I'm gonna have to get it. I don't understand why everybody thinks I'm hating on him. Like, I said mad stuff about Carson Wentz too. I want our quarterback to be good. Like, that's all I care about. I don't really care about who our quarterback is, as long as he's winning games, bro. Listen, bro. Andre Moses, if you were our quarterback, I would love you, bro. If you were our quarterback and you played well, I'd have your jersey, bro. Like, I have no problems with Jalen Hurts as a man. I just see what's going wrong. So I'm going to talk about what's going wrong. Unforgiven, at some point, me being a player wouldn't continue to stand for that on my own. Find me. I don't care. We can't keep looking this bad. I feel you. I agree. Bird Gang says only 2 bad passes. Got it. Should have caught that one. Hurts got hit on the play. Shake my head. Why do we expect Hurts to be perfect when nobody's expecting him to be perfect? That's the thing. People make so many excuses. I've heard people say that Goddard wasn't playing well, that Smith doesn't get open, that Quez wasn't getting open, that Jalen Reagor can't get open. Like, I've heard all this stuff. At the end of the day, Jalen Hurts threw the ball 17 times, completed 11 of them, and mostly to Devontae Smith, who is most of the time his first read. So dive into that and see what I'm trying to say. If he gets better, then he gets better. Like I said, that last drive that he had was awesome. It was awesome. I'm hyped. But so now the offensive line isn't blocking for him. Like, come on, man. The offensive line can't block for Jalen Hurts, but they can block on run plays. Like, stop it, man. Stop giving so many excuses to this guy, bro. And this is why I start sounding like a hater, because you guys give dumb excuses. Like, nobody's trying to sit here and say that he's the worst quarterback in the league. I'm telling you what he's doing well, what he's not doing well. Like, it's the facts. It's the facts. We want to continuously look over that he's not that accurate, but it's only his second year. He's not, it's only Justin Herbert's second year, right? He's not that accurate, but his offensive line's not playing that well. He's had 3 seconds in the pocket on average. That's not well. Like, come on, guys. Come on, man. That last drive, he actually stood tall in the pocket and hit Smith a lot. Facts, TJ, facts. That was a great drive. That's something to build on. Shout out to everybody in here, man. We got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, guys. Let's get up to 30 likes. 30 likes. 30 likes. All I'm going to say is I don't be like my Cowboys when y'all play Denver. Y'all got smoked. So if we beat Denver, does that mean we're better than the Cowboys? Can we take that if we beat the Cowboys? Can we say we're better than the Cowboys? Nick Gannon, what's going on, King James? He said Nick and Gannon need to let the players play free. I'm worried about the scheme. I am as well. Inconsistent. No quarterback is consistent on it. What? So you're saying, yeah, if the Eagles ran the ball more and didn't let Jalen Hurts throw the ball, yeah, we would have won more games. Like, come on, man. Some of y'all Eagles fans, man. Some of y'all, I love y'all, and I got nothing but love for y'all, man. And I'm not trying to sit here and disrespect y'all, but y'all listen to the wrong people, bro. Y'all listen to people that just go off of emotions. If you're not willing to sit there and watch the damn game, because I don't understand how everybody became so enamored with the Jalen Hurts in the first place. I hope that he becomes that franchise guy, but he's shown nothing to sit here and say that he is. Like I said, this last drive was his best drive of the season, easily. And to sit there and say that no quarterback can throw consistently. They throw pretty damn consistent against us. We're on pace to be historically bad for opposing, or historically good for opposing quarterbacks. Like, I just don't understand the consistency. You're the only thing. Y'all are more consistent with your excuses for Jalen Hurts than he's consistent throwing the ball. Come on now. Come on now. Hurts was money on most of it. Come on now. Do y'all know this dude or something? Do y'all know this dude? You know what I'm saying? Do y'all know him or something? Do y'all hang out with him? Do y'all bring him to lunch or something? Because the amount of excuses y'all make for him is mind-blowing. It is mind-blowing, to be real. And I have no hate in my heart for Jalen Hurts at all. I've said many a times, I hope that he's that guy. I really do. I hope that he's that guy because I want my team to be good. But I'm not going to sit here and lie about what I'm watching just because you want to think it's racist or you want to think I'm a hater. Like, that's corny as hell. And I'm going to keep on that because that is the dumbest excuses I've ever heard. And that's the dumbest thing to say to people. Like, that's so disrespectful. If somebody comes out and says, oh, I think Jalen Hurts can get better at this, and people are making it a black and white thing, like, please, bro, please give me a break, man. Give me a break. You guys want to complain about, you guys want to blame everything around him, but don't want to admit when he's at fault. It is what it is. M. Alley, go get a life, bro. I don't even know who you are. M. Alley, ain't nobody in here hating. You watch 5 minutes of a live and think you know somebody. Just like you watch 5 minutes of a football game and think Jalen Hurts is a great player. Stop. It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. It makes zero sense. The Eagles fans look soft with that stuff, man. Come on. Next home game, the Saints game, is looming. Brandon Brooks is scheduled to return that game. Thoughts? Honestly, I'm keeping my O-line the same way because this is probably going to be your O-line next year. So I'm running with it. At this point, it doesn't make sense to bring these old dudes back. Brandon Brooks is a cool dude. I love him to death. Great right guard when he's in the game. Same thing with Lane Johnson, to be real. I want to see what the future got. I want to see what the future got. Hey, Joe, you need to try Vegemite on toast. I'd love to see your face after eating it. I've heard about that. And I can't remember what it is, but I think I'm good on that experiment. I got a couple of friends from Australia. I actually have like Australian money. I don't know if I got it. Yeah, I got it right here, actually. I know this has nothing to do with football. I'm sorry, y'all. Is this it? No, that's not it. See, I got money from Australia. Look how dope that looks. That junk is dope, bro. It's like see-through. I know that has nothing to do with football, but he keeps on bringing up Australia. That makes me think about that. I got money from like a bunch of different countries. I used to be a chef, and I used to cook for like international kids and stuff like that. So that's how I got all that weird money. Joe, you had me until you mentioned Drager. That boy had his bad effort. I agree with you. Bosa was free over and over again. Yeah, he was. He was, and that was on Jordan Mailata, but y'all love Jordan Mailata, right? Honestly, I think that was, I could be wrong, and I'm waiting until I see the actual game tape. But for him to be running that free, I want to think that it was the scheme. I feel like that's how they schemed it up, and it was supposed to be a hot route to that side. I'm not sure. Obviously, like I said, I want to see the all 22. But that could have been on Jalen. That could have been on the offensive line. Joe, go listen to what they're saying on 94 WIP. What they're saying plus what people are saying here is all facts. Your excuse is Jalen plays defense, I get. Well, that makes zero sense. That makes zero sense. If you want to have an argument, Ali, I don't know how old you are, bro, but you could come on the channel. I invite anybody. I've done this a plenty of times, too. I will invite anybody. Hit me up on Twitter. Hit me up on Instagram, Facebook, whatever. At PhillyTP. I invite anybody. If you want to come on here and make a good debate for Jalen Hurts and why he is a great player, why he's a franchise guy, I invite you to do that. But I highly doubt that anybody can come on and do that without saying weird stuff like that. That's how I feel. Real talk. It is what it is. Missing wide open targets. What quarterback consistently every week misses layups? Herbert didn't have any timing issues. He's a second-year quarterback and actually connects deep throws. Guys open. What do you have to say about the defense? They sucked. Like, I mean, it is what it is. This live had nothing to do with Jalen Hurts. This live had nothing to do with Jalen Hurts. And then I said one critical thing about Jalen Hurts, and now everybody's calling me a hater. That's what happens every single time. If Jalen stood in the pocket, he would get killed. First of all, that's not true. Second of all, that's what you do as a quarterback. Your job as a quarterback is to stand in that pocket and make tough throws. It is what it is. We see it all the time with other quarterbacks. Maybe technically it does mean Dallas still sucks. I love my guy Rome. We got to do another live, bro. I miss you, my guy. He's been killing it over there. I know you guys aren't probably Cowboys fans, but he's been killing it over there. Finally doing his live streams. Hasn't invited me to one live stream, but it's all right. It's all right. But Rome says, no, you're not better than us. Have some integrity. You know, I got to try. I got to reach, man. Give props to Nick for at least getting better as a play caller. He's at least I definitely give him no quarterback is consistent. That's probably the dumbest thing I've ever heard in my life. No quarterback is consistent. Huh? Come on, man. Hurts couldn't process actually completing 32 of 38 passes like a real quarterback. That's too efficient. 2 passing TDs, 1 running TD. Hits all his layups, all as franchise. Yeah, I mean, look, I like Jalen Hurts, and I'm not going to sit here and bash him. I'm not. But there's a certain type of offense you can run with Jalen Hurts, and we don't like to run that type of offense. I've said that time and time again. You can't look at Jalen Hurts as a Madden type. We're not playing Madden with this guy. We have a franchise and an organizational philosophy that does not match what he's good at. So he is not the guy for our team. Maybe if he goes to a team that wants a running quarterback, then boom, there you go. Facts, Joe. Yeah, I agree with you, Ali. Our defense has been giving up a lot of high percentages to quarterbacks. I don't think Hurts is our future. I don't either. I mean, I would love for him to prove me wrong. Dude made a point and failed to realize he admitted Hurts ain't a good quarterback. That's what I'm saying. People don't listen to what they actually say. If you listen to what you're actually saying, and I said this before we started running the ball, asking to run the ball and take the ball out of Jalen's hands is not a good look for a quarterback. It is not a good look for a quarterback trying to prove he's the franchise guy. That means we have to work around you. And it's fine. I'm not mad. I have to say this a million times. I'm not hating on the guy. I'm just being honest, which I think a lot of people are failing to do, being realistic with where he is in his development. To sit here and say he's had a great season is crazy. Stop lying. You have hate. I'm not calling you racist. I'm not saying you are, Ali, and I'm not saying you are. I definitely don't have any hate on him, but I'm not saying you're calling me racist. But there's been a lot of people saying that, and that I know a lot of people on Twitter, a lot of people probably even on YouTube are continuing that narrative of that if he was a white quarterback, everybody wouldn't be talking as much about him. That's not true at all. Haha, we Eagles fans, facts. Stafford had a bad game. Dak had a bad game. And I mean, Jalen's had a couple bad games. Jalen, I don't know, man. Hater Joe, half a dozen long stem Rosens right in the stream. Yeah, that was my girl that gave me those. You know what I'm saying? I had to show love. That was my girl. Lord Brunson, my boy, but he do be a homer for Hurts. I call it as I see it. He's a game manager, which can be good if we have a great defense. Like I said, I'm not going to sit here and call anybody specific out. Lord Brunson's my guy. I respect his opinion, and I respect everybody's opinion. You're entitled to your opinion, but nobody would come on here or even just talk to me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I give, you guys know Brandon Shaky be my co-host. Me and him talk all the time about this, and he's made some great points. Me and Marcus Blackstock, if you guys know Black Market, that he also does shows on here sometimes. Me and him argue about this daily. And he's made good points. And I've gotten to the point where, yes, I understand that if you're willing to work around him, there could be a point where he becomes a great quarterback. And I'm willing to do that, but you have to be honest about that. You can't sit here and act like he's the end-all, be-all, and the reason we're winning these games. Our running game is the reason our offense got better. But there are we base our analysis off performance. Exactly. I look at the number. I look at the game. Not the stats, because stats don't tell you a full story. But there are positives, but there are negatives. Hurts is a one-read quarterback. Yeah, I think he's got good and bad attributes. There's things you can work on, and he doesn't have, I know a lot of people like to throw out the word noodle arm. I don't think he has a noodle arm. I just think he's very inconsistent. That's my whole thing. And it comes down to his mechanics, realistically. So we can put that on the coaching staff that they're not fixing their mechanics or his mechanics, but you also look at the guy he's worked with in the offseason. The guy's a QB guru, and he couldn't fix his mechanics. And that's a big part of being a quarterback, is working on your own. Hurts didn't lose us that game. Gannis lost that game for us. He has the key. Oh, I agree 100%. I agree, I shine 100%. 100%. It has nothing to do with and this whole live had nothing to do with Jalen Hurts. Realistically, you don't want to blame the defense or offensive line. This isn't golf or tennis. I literally just said that the defense lost us this game. Like, this is what I'm saying. You guys micro evaluate everything instead of looking at the big picture. I'm happy with Jalen Hurts yesterday. I think it was a good game for him. I think that last drive, which I said about 10 times, but you guys don't want to hear that, so I'm going to say it slowly. That last drive that Jalen Hurts tied the game up was probably his best drive all season. And that is something to build on. Did you guys hear that? Did you guys hear that? Is that hate? No, that's not hate. That's being honest. Okay, so I do think that that's something to build upon. So we'll see if he can. But to sit here and say that he's doing great and everybody else sucks, like, that's just not true. I agree, Joe, 100%. We are evaluating emotions aside. You black bro, laugh mad loud. You're not racist for your opinion. That's what I'm saying. Like, it just makes no sense. Makes no sense. 350. 350. That's what the thing is. I got a whole bunch of different. Like I said, I got a whole bunch of different type of currency from different states. If you played quarterback, you would understand you don't have long to get the ball out, especially when your backside isn't protected. You have about 3 or 4 seconds, and he's had 3 seconds on average, which is the longest in the NFL. That's what I'm trying to say. You guys people are so enamored with numbers, but when you bring up stats that combat their numbers, it becomes no. You want to look at numbers? Let's look at numbers. Like, come on. Should we look to trade Rager? If somebody will give us something good for him, I mean, Hurts did not play a bad game yesterday, and I've said that 10 times. They consistent because our defense coordinator has the quarterbacks playing. Hurts is a playmaker. He's not polished, but who was? First of all, Lamar Jackson's athleticism was way off the charts. Way more athletic than Jalen Hurts is. Jalen Hurts is athletic, don't get me wrong, but Lamar Jackson was on a different level. 2, Lamar Jackson didn't have the talent around him that Jalen Hurts has right now. 3, Lamar Jackson was one of the most accurate quarterbacks in college. So a lot of people like to forget that part. And Josh Allen had one of the strongest arms as a rookie. Like, there was things that you saw out of Josh Allen as a quarterback that you were like, we can work with this. Like, you know what I'm saying? You gave Josh Allen a number 1 wide receiver, and even Josh Allen's first year. Name any of his wide receivers. Like, come on. Let's be real. Like, Jalen Hurts has the talent around him, and Jalen Hurts has been given a scheme that is getting people open, and he's not consistently making the throws. King James says, I'll be there. You'll be where? If y'all defense gets a stop, y'all maybe win the game. Definitely. I definitely agree with y'all. If I did, you wouldn't want that because I would bring all my brothers and cousins that played the NFL, played quarterback. Well, then come on, please. I would love to change my mind. I would love for someone to change my mind. Like I said, I'm not trying to be rude to nobody. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to nobody. I think that we have to have these conversations, and I think that people need to have more conversations about these players, more open conversations. I would love to hear you as a quarterback why you think Jalen Hurts is great. Please hit me up on Twitter or Instagram, whatever. We'll talk. I'll find a day that you can come on. I'll give you some time, bro. And like I said, I'm open to being wrong. I am 100% open to being wrong. You can ask. I haven't seen your name much, so I'm assuming you're new to the channel, or at least newish. You can ask a lot of the day ones. I've changed my mind on a lot of things. When given the proof, I change my mind. I'm cool with that. I am cool with that. I just arrived. Did players really? Yeah, they fed up with him. What's going on, Ramal? Yeah, they definitely said they fed up with Howie. So hopefully it makes something shake. I already read that. Why am I defending Hurts when I'm a Cowboys fan? Because you got love. You know you a low key you an Eagles fan, Carlos. Low key you an Eagles fan, bro. You think quarterbacks are robots? Never said that. Don't put words in my mouth. I'm not putting words in your mouth, right? I'm not making up stuff from what you're saying. I'm taking what you're saying and disputing that, right? So take what I'm saying and dispute that. I'm obviously never said that they were robots. I don't think that this is Futurama, right? I know what world we're in. This isn't a simulation. But like that's what I'm saying. When I start making critiques, because it's not hating, it's critiques. I'm saying what he's doing wrong and what he needs to get better at. People start making up weird statements like, "So you think they're all robots? So it's he plays defense." That has nothing to do with what I'm saying. I said this from the beginning. Running the football doesn't make Jalen Hurts more accurate. Like it makes the team easier to win. Gannon needs to mix up the defense up. Some of the out there stuff and can't be any worse. Yeah, try it out. What do we have to lose at this point? Also, y'all see Siri got flowers thrown at him. Yeah. Ali Hurts is a one-read quarterback. At this point, John Hightower is better than Rager, and why isn't Ryan Kerrigan cut yet? Ryan Kerrigan has done nothing. It's crazy. Ali, you're funny, my guy. Getting people opinions who played in the NFL doesn't make them 100% right. I mean, Ali, have you played in the NFL? Have you played in college? I mean, where were you a quarterback? I mean, I'm not trying to hate. That's why I didn't even question it. But like, that is a good question. If you played in the NFL, let's talk. I want to hear these guys that played in the NFL. You dropping name drops like you know these guys. Let's get them on here. At this point, I'm starting to think you wouldn't mind taking Just Fit. I've said that before. I said I would have. I'm not gonna lie. I would have. And it's not because of just Jalen Hurts. It's more so if you don't trust him. I would have got him. I said that last year. I definitely would have. But, I mean, he's our quarterback. If you are under pressure, you don't stand there. You have to make a decision. Okay. Bears versus the Steelers. Who you got? Steelers probably. Steelers without a doubt. TGA, you never played anything. You don't understand how difficult it is. You don't even know TGA. That's what I'm saying. Like, I don't understand that. And even people online are doing this. Like, you don't know what you're talking about. How do we know you know what you're talking about? You're in a chat just like we are. Like, I don't sit here and act like I know everything. I'm just telling you what I'm seeing. That is my opinion. Just like you have your opinion. And just like I'm giving you the opportunity to come on here and tell people your opinion. If you feel like I'm that wrong, please come on here and tell me why. That's all I'm asking. I've been asking this for the past 6 weeks. Tell me what Jalen Hurts is best at. What if you were scheming his offense, what would you do to get the best out of him? Because the best of him is not passing the ball. It just isn't. So, I don't know. I'll CCI. What does that mean? What's going on, KO Reacts? Philly gives black quarterbacks the opportunity. This ain't a race thing at all. You have to have coaches that understand what position to put their quarterback. I agree with that. Ali. I agree with that 100%. And I'll even go to piggyback off of that point that you said. You have to have coaches that understand what position to put their quarterback in to be successful. To piggyback off that, we can look at what we did with Carson Wentz. We had about 3 quarterback coaches, and we had a backup quarterback, and I always forget his name. Why do I always forget this dude's name? Chase Daniels. That was basically another coach, right? So we had, and even Nick Foles to a certain extent was kind of a coach on the sideline. So we had a lot of guys that helped these guys get polished. So maybe that's what we need to do with Hurts. Maybe we need to get some guys on here that can help him learn. LOL, I played safety, my guy. The game study. I played D-line. I played D-line. I wasn't that good, but I played. Does that matter? Joe, think about this. McNabb, Vic, Cunningham, all mobile quarterbacks. They didn't start out the first years in the NFL winning. It took time, but their coaches adjusted to their abilities. I'm going to disagree, especially with McNabb. McNabb he passed the ball a lot, especially with a bad offense, and he didn't have anybody around him. He had, everybody talks about having Brian Westbrook, but Brian Westbrook really didn't get the ball that much as a runner. He was more utilized as a passer. But I'll agree with you with Vic. Vic didn't really become a passer until later in his career, but the athleticism is just on a different level. Lamar Jackson had better coaching staff and had a better defense behind him. His defense didn't make him accurate. His coaching staff didn't make him accurate. Like, come on, man. Hurts had 64% completing the ball. Hurts flying at 4.5 yards for that first down. That was a dope. Yeah, that was a great game. That was a great play. Then that case we draft the wrong guy because if Hurts can't fix his throw mechanics, then he's a bust. Well, nobody wanted us to draft him in the first place. It was a bad pick in the first place. And now we're just trying to hold on to it and hope that it works. Defensive coordinators have literally nothing to do with with our quarterback. Like, it literally has nothing to do with. I understand that we're not winning. We didn't win a game because of our defensive coordinator, but our defensive coordinator doesn't teach Jalen Hurts how to throw the ball. Our defensive coordinator doesn't set up stuff like that. Come on. When I said golf or tennis, I'm saying it takes a team to win. Everybody has their faults. Definitely. But you ask me about Jalen Hurts, I'm going to tell you about Jalen Hurts. Jalen Hurts everybody around him doesn't necessarily have to do with Jalen Hurts. Unless people are dropping the ball left and right, unless he's getting sacked left and right. He's not. I mean, it is what it is. Did I see that Titans game? I didn't. What's going on, Christian? I watched games yesterday. Every quarterback Mr. C. I know they did. Y'all just want to hear what y'all want to hear. It is what it is. Until you can formulate an actual opinion, what the hell are they doing? Y'all hear that? I really hate my apartment complex. But anyways, these dudes be loud as hell, bro. I think Hurts is good, but I don't know if he's the one. I think he's all right. One of the talent is developing as well, and that 3 seconds thing doesn't work when he spends 2. The 3 seconds, I told you this on your own channel, bro. Like, you can look up the stat. You know what I'm saying? You can try and distort the stat. It doesn't make it any more in your favor. When it comes down to it, Lurie even said this is a transition year. Facts. Personally, I think we draft defensive players at the draft and give Hurts Minshew one more season. I can agree with that. And I've said that I would be cool with that. What's going on, Backyard Bird Podcast? I got to get out of here pretty soon, but would OBJ work for Hurts? I think Eagles culture would help OBJ. OBJ would help Hurts. I think it could. I think it could be a good, and like I said, worst case scenario, you have him for 1 year and it doesn't work. It doesn't work. Nothing's really working right now. So I don't see how adding talent would hurt us anymore. Someone please get on the show. It would be more great content for us. Change Joe's mind. I'm giving people and KJ knows. KJ's been with us for a minute, man. He knows I'm very respectful. I will give you your time. I'm not going to cut you off. I'm not going to disrespect your opinion. I just want an actual formulated thought on what it is, because I hear a lot of, little anecdotal, little funny side, comments about why I'm wrong, but no actual facts. You bleeding green on the low. I just can't believe the hate that Jalen gets, so much disrespect for him being in the second year. It's not hate. It's just watching. I played in college and high school. I know a lot of people that played in college. Castro's Ratatouille to an Eagles home victory. Bro, week 3, I was literally talking ish after we blew y'all out. Stop. We don't need a QB. Running the ball helps take pressure off Hurts. I agree. Running the ball doesn't make him more accurate, but it definitely does take pressure off him. But is he making the most of that? This is 3-4 defense. That's the problem. The 4-3 sucks. Hargrave is a nose tackle. Hargrave's been eating. So today on 94.1, Sirianni basically said Jalen isn't a franchise quarterback. Did he really? What's going on, Infamous 2K? If I were scheming for the Hurts, it would be a Lincoln Riley offense. Yeah, you got to look at yeah. I don't know, man. Like what, Ali? Ali, you're just coming in here and saying people don't know what they're talking about. But you're not making any points yourself, my guy. You're just name dropping saying, well, my cousin, you know what I'm saying? My cousin actually played for the San Diego Chargers. Well, he doesn't anymore, so he obviously wasn't that great, right? So maybe his opinion doesn't matter either. Maybe he doesn't know what he's talking about. Like, if that's how we're going to do it today. Is this a call-in? No, this ain't a call-in. Anyone else think Slay faked the injury? What's going on, Uno? He said, what up, Castro? Now you know I mess with Hurts, but have you seen Malik Willis out of Liberty? If I wouldn't mind investing in him with our late first and letting him sit for a year to develop. That'll be interesting. Bromoto Dragon says a polished Hurts is going to be so good, dude. I'm telling you, if we build an elite defense and strong running game, this team will be great. I can agree with that. My brother took my ticket because I ain't cut the yard. Oh, man, you messing up. McNabb was way bigger and had a better arm than Hurts. Facts. I thought Slay Hammy was hurting. I'm sorry, but Hurts is not the QB of the future so far, but we will see. So, exactly, we will see. Damn, y'all really think Slay faked that injury? I didn't want Jalen in Philly. I think the only reason Howie got him was because they thought Dallas was going to get him. I thought the Steelers would have been a better fit for Jalen. One of my cousins is the next Eagle. Did someone mention Malik Willis? Did any of you watch his 3-interception game? Yeah, that was a tough game last week. And it was against like the first team that was actually really good. But either way, man, my brother was in the NFL. So then bring your brother on. Let me talk to your brother, because you obviously don't know what you're talking about, because you're just saying a bunch of, oh, well, I know this guy, I know that guy. I had people on here that are on the Eagles right now. It doesn't make me any more knowledgeable. I've talked to almost every reporter that covers the Eagles. It doesn't make me more, knowledgeable about what the hell's going on out there. At the end of the day, this is all our opinions. That's all it is. That's all it is. Like, I'm a fan of the Philadelphia Eagles. I want whoever's going to be the best player for this team to be our quarterback. And right now, I don't think moving forward it's going to be Jalen Hurts. I hope that I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, I'll eat crow and I'll sit here. And look, shout out to my guy. I keep saying, Lord Brunson's my homie. He sent me over the Hurts season hat. You know what I'm saying? I'm waiting to wear this. You know what I mean? I'm waiting to wear it. Shoot, you want me to just throw it on right now so I could see? I ain't no hater. I love Hurts, man. I love Hurts. He just hasn't been playing that well. But other than that, man, y'all know what it is, man. I am about to get out of here. I do got to get to work, which absolutely sucks. I am going to drop a video a little bit later talking about something. I have no idea what yet, but it's going to be about something. And y'all going to listen to it, and y'all going to probably be mad about it. But it is what it is. I'm kind of used to it now. Shout out to everybody in here. We still got 40 people in here. Be sure to hit that like, hit that subscribe if you are new. We are on the road to 3K. I love y'all. I know y'all hate me, but it is what it is, man. And I'm going to say this one last time. Open invitation to anybody who wants to change my mind about Jalen Hurts. Open invitation. At Philly TP. What up, Big Play Slay? Before I go, I'll say what up to my guy. What's going on, bro? You know nothing about football. Cancel your show. We got M. Alley Trigger Jaw. Uh-oh. He gonna send his football players at me. Uh-oh. M. Alley upset. Uh-oh. You just scared because somebody else has a different opinion than you, M. Alley. And I usually don't go at people in my comments like this. But you caught me on the right day. You a cornball, my guy. Have a great day. Have a great day. But other than that, y'all know what it is, man. It is Fly Eagles Fly, and we are out here. I got to find my actual outro before I say peace. I found it. Peace!
Everywhere, this is for you.
Fly Eagles Fly, we on the team. Touchdown. Time to get Jalen this ring. You don't really want to start a thing. This a Bird Gang Nation, baby. It's a Philly thing. Hater, and you looking like you type trash. I'm just here cool on Philly the podcast. And we can call a man dog or watch Miles score off the handoff. Rest of the division, your man saw Jackson like Sean Hunter.